Good morning, students. Sai Ram. Welcome back to your English online session. Children, today in English, we shall be doing 4.5. It's a poem, Tanzeen, written by Hazrat Inayat Khan. But before that, let us do some warming up. Indian classical music consists of many ragas. Find out from an expert or the internet the names of at least 10 ragas and the time when they are sung to produce greater effect. Children, just have a look at some of the ragas and when they are effective. For example, Pahani Raga, it is effective in evening. Bhairav Rag, it is sung in the morning. Deepak Rag or Raga, it's sung in the evening. Malkus, that is small hours of the morning. Yaman, sunset to late evening. Bimplasi, late afternoon to sunset. Kedar, late evening to midnight. Jog, small hours of the morning. Bhairavi, often at the end of a long musical performance. God Malhar, monsoon. So these are name of some of the ragas and when they are effective. Okay. Archaic words are those that are no longer used in a language, but sometimes their usage adds a historical or old times flavor to a piece of writing. Just have a look at some of the archaic words. For example, behold. Behold means look. Afeared means frightened. Forsooth, indeed. Hither, this place. So these are some of the archaic words. They are no longer used in a language, but sometimes their usage adds a historical or old-time flavor to a piece of writing. Now let us have a look at some of the archaic word and what is the modern equivalent and its meaning in English. For example, shrive. Shrive means forgive. And what's the meaning in English? Of a priest, that is absolve, a person making a confession. Slay. Slay means murder. Meaning in English, kill in a violent. Smite means knock. And meaning in English is defeat or conquer. So children, these are some examples of archaic words and their meaning in English. Okay. There are many legends about the 9 gems in Akbar's court. These are popular tales and they may not have a historical basis. Can you name some of the 9 gems? Now children, we all know about Akbar's 9 gems, right? We say Akbar's Navratna. Yes. So let us have a look at the 9 gems of Akbar's court. Faizi, poet laureate. Abul Fazl was a chief advisor and author of Akbarnama. Todermal was a finance minister. Fakir Aziauddin, Sufi and advisor. Abdul Rahim Khana, poet. Tansen, great musician. Birbal, prime minister. Children, you all know about Birbal. He was very witty. Yes. Mullah Do Piazza, advisor. Raja Man Singh, general and commander in chief. So these were the 9 gems at Akbar's court. So today we will be learning about Tansen, great musician. Okay. Let us have some knowledge about Tansen. Tansen was a singer. He was a prominent figure of Hindustani classical music, also referred to as Ramdanu, and was born in late 15th century in a Hindu family. He learned and perfected his art from his guru, Sant Haridas. So Sant Haridas was his guru. He began his career and spent most of his adult life in the court of Hindu king Raja Ramchandra Singh, 1555 to 1592, where Tansen's musical abilities and studies gained widespread fame. This reputation brought him to the attention of the Mughal Emperor Akbar, who sent messengers to Raja Ramchandra Singh requesting Tansen to join the musicians at the Mughal court. Tansen did not want to go, But Raja Ramchandra Singh encouraged him to gain a wider audience and sent him along with gifts to Akbar. In 1562, he joined the Akbar's court. So that is about Tansen. So children, let us start the poem Tansen by Hazrat Inayat Khan. Tansen, the singer in great Akbar's court, won great renown through the Badshahi fort. His voice rang like the sound of silver bells, and Akbar ravished heard. The story tells how the king praised him, gave him many a gem, called him chief jewel in his diadem. One day the singer sang the song of fire, the Deepak Rag, and burning like a fire, his body burst into consuming flame. To cure his burning heart, a maiden came and sang Malhar, the song of water cold, till health returned and comfort as of old. Mighty thy teacher must be and divine, great Akbar said. Magic indeed is thine, learned at his feet. Then happy Tansen bowed and said, beyond the world's ignoble crowd, scorning its wealth, remote and far away, he dwells within a cave of Himalaya. Could I but see him once, desired the king, sit at his feet a while and listening, hear his celestial song, I would deny my state and walk in robes of poverty. Then Tansen said, as you desire, Huzur, indeed 'twere better as a slave and poor to come, for he, lifted above the things of earth, disdains to sing to earthly kings. Long was the road, and Akbar as a slave followed Tansen, who rode towards a cave high in the mountains. At the singer's feet they knelt and prayed with supplication sweet. Towards thy shrine, lo, we have journeyed long. O holy master, bless us with thy song. Then Ustad, won by the humility, sang songs of peace and high felicity. The Malkas rang all ecstatic rang, till birds and beasts enchanted as he sang, gathered to hear o'er Akbar's dreaming soul. He felt the waves of heavenly rapture roll. But as he turned to speak his words of praise, Ustad had vanished from his wandering gaze. Tell me, Tansen, what theme this is that holds the soul enchanted and the heart enfolds in high delight? And when he knew the name, tell me, again he said, could you the same theme sing to lure my heart to paths untrod? Ah, no, to thee I sing. He sings to God. Now, children, let us understand this poem. Tansen, the singer in great Akbar's court, won great renown to the Badshahi fort. His voice rang like the sound of silver bells, and Akbar ravished heard. The story tells how the king praised him, gave him many a gem, called him chief jewel in his diadem. One day the singer sang the song of fire, the Deepak Rag, and burning like a pyre, his body burst into consuming flame. To cure his burning heart, a maiden came and sang Malhar, the song of water cold, till health returned and comfort as of old. So children, Tansen, he was a great singer in Akbar's court and he had won great renown. Renown means, children, fame, okay, through the Badshahi fort, because his voice rang like the sound of silver bells. It was very attractive. And Akbar, he was very fascinated. He was very thrilled. Okay, he heard his voice. which rang like sound of silver bells. The king praised him and gave him many gems as a reward, and he called him chief jewel in his diadem. Diadem means crown. One day, Tansen he sang the song of fire, that is Deepak Rag, and the atmosphere it became very warm, and his body even it started burning like a pyre. It is like a pile of wood. Pyre means like a pile of wood. His body burst into a consuming flame. So, to cure his burning heart, a maiden came. So, to calm him, to peace him down, a maiden came. Maiden here means unmarried girl, okay? And she sang Malhar. Malhar is the song of water cold. Till the health returned and comfort as of old. So she sang this song of Malhar, that is a song of water cold, till Tansen's health returned back to normalcy. Okay, the children just have a look at the meanings. Renown means fame, ravished means fascinating, or you can say thrilled, captivating. Diadem means crown. Pyre means pile of wood. Okay, its body started burning, okay, like a pile of wood. Consuming means absorb. Maiden means unmarried girl. Okay, now mighty thy teacher must be and divine, great Akbar said. Magic indeed is thine, learnt at his feet. Then happy Tansen bowed and said, beyond the world's ignoble crowd, scorning its wealth remote and far away, he dwells within a cave of Himalaya. Could I but see him once? Desired the king. Sit at his feet awhile and listening, hear his celestial song. I would deny my state and walk in robes of poverty. Then Tansen said, as you desire, Huzur. Indeed, it were better as a slave and poor. So children, when Akbar heard Tansen's Deepak Rag, then he realized that Tansen's teacher or guru, he must be very powerful. He must be divine, like a god. So mighty means very powerful and divine means like a god. Okay. So great Akbar said, the magic indeed is thine. Now thine here is again a Akyak word. Okay, we are not using it. Thine means yours, your. Okay. So he says that you have learned everything from your guru. So your guru might be very mighty, very divine. And so you have learned at his feet. Tansen was very happy. He bowed and said, beyond the world's ignoble crowd. Ignoble means which is not worthy. Okay, ignoble means not worthy. Scorning its wealth, remote and far away, he dwells within a cave of Himalaya. Scorning here means rejecting. So rejecting its wealth, very far away, his guru, he lives within a cave of Himalaya. Dwells means he lives there. Then Akbar desired that he wanted to meet Tansen's guru. He asked him whether I could see him once. Akbar had a wish. It is desire to meet Tansen's guru and sit at his feet a while. A while means for some time. And listening, hear his celestial song. Celestial means heavenly. Okay. Celestial means heavenly song. I would deny my state and walk in robes of poverty. He said that he will disguise himself and he will disguise himself as a slave, as a poor person. He said he will leave his state and walk in the robes of poverty. Then Tansen said, as you desire, Huzur. Indeed, twere means here it were, okay? Better as a slave and poor, because his guru, he is detached from all the earthly things, all the materialistic things, right? He has rejected its wealth and he has gone far away to dwell within a cave of Himalaya. So Akbar decided that he will disguise himself as a slave and a poor person because he wanted to meet Tansen's guru. Okay. Have a meaning. Just have a look at the meanings, children. Thy means your. Divine means godlike. And ignoble means not honorable or unworthy. You can say unworthy, not worthy. Dwells, that is, he lives. Tansen's guru, he lives in cave. A while means for a short time. Scorning its wealth means rejecting its wealth. Remote means very far off. And celestial means heavenly. Tuer means it were. Okay. Now, to come for he lifted above the things of earth, disdains to sing to earthly things. Long was the road, and the Akbar as a slave followed Tansen, who rode towards the cave, high in the mountains. At the singer's feet they knelt and prayed with supplication sweet. Towards thy shrine, lo, we have journeyed long. O holy master, bless us with thy song. Then Ustad, won by their humility, sang songs of peace and high felicity. So children, here Tansen says that his guru, he has lifted above all the earthly things, okay, and he disdains to sing to earthly kings. Disdains means he dislikes to sing to earthly kings. And Akbar, he was dressed as a slave, and he followed Tansen, and they rode towards the cave which was in the high in the mountains. Just have a look, children, how the Akbar, he is dressed very simply like a poor person, like a slave, and he is following Tansen, okay, because he wanted to meet Tansen's guru. At Singer's feet they knelt and prayed with supplication sweet. So they knelt, okay, and that is bowed and prayed with supplication sweet. That is, they requested, made a humble request towards thy shrine. Thy means your, shrine means temple. Lo, we have journeyed long. So they requested Tansen's guru. Okay, he requested Akbar and Tansen. Both of them, they bowed towards the guru, and they told them that we have reached towards your shrine, towards your temple. We have journeyed long. So please bless us with thy song. Thy means here with your song. Then Ustad, he was won by the humility and sang songs of peace and high felicity, means great happiness. Okay, felicity means with great happiness. So he sang songs of peace and high felicity. So disdains here means, children, dislikes. And earthly, that is related to human life, all materialistic things, comforts and luxuries. Supplication is humble request. They had a supplication suite, that is humble request to the guru. Knelt means to bow. Shrine, you can say temple or a holy place. And low is used to draw attention. Humility means modesty or good conduct. And felicity means great happiness. The guru, he sang the songs of peace with felicity, that is with great happiness. The Malkus Raga all ecstatic rang, till birds and beasts enchanted as he sang, gathered to hear over Akbar's dreaming soul. He felt the waves of heavenly rapture roll. But as he turned to speak his words of praise, Ustad had vanished from his wandering gaze. Tell me, Tansen, what theme this is that holds the soul enchanted and the heart enfolds in high delight. And when he knew the name, tell me again, he said, could you the same theme sing to lure my heart to paths untrod? Ah, no, to thee I sing. He sings to God. So now, children, the guru, okay, Tansen's guru, he sang the Malkus Rag, okay, and all ecstatic rang, and all the birds and beasts, they all had gathered. They were mesmerized, or you can say they were hypnotized. Okay, they enchanted as he sang. They all had gathered, okay. Even the animals, that is the birds and beasts, as if they were hypnotized. Like for example, how when Lord Krishna, when he used to play his flute, all the animals and all the gopis, they were mesmerized as if they were hypnotized. Okay, so they all, that is birds, beasts, they all had gathered to hear this Malkus Rag. And Akbar, he was in a world, he was in a world, he was just dreaming his soul. Soul means we can say Atma. Okay, he felt the waves of heavenly rapture roll as if he was in heaven. Okay, but as he turned to speak his words of praise, he wanted to praise the Ustad. By the time the Ustad has Vanished means he had disappeared, and Akbar was very astonished. Okay, so he wanted to praise the Guru, but Guru had vanished. He has disappeared from his wandering gaze. Then he asked Tansen that what is this theme? What is this composition that holds the heart, the soul enchanted, and the heart enfolds in high delight? And when Akbar he came to know about the name, okay, about the he knew the name. Then he asked Tansen whether you can sing in the same way like your Guru. Can you attract my heart to the paths untrod? Untrod means which are not explored yet. Then Tansen says, he replies that no, it's not possible because I sing to you. I sing to you. You are the king. I sing for the worldly pleasures, for the luxurious things, for gems and all. But my Guru, he sings to God. Okay, so this is a reply which Tansen he gives to Akbar, that is, I sing to you. Okay, but my Guru, he sings to God. Okay, now just have a look at the meanings. Now theme here means the musical composition, and ecstatic means very joyful excitement. Vanished, Guru had vanished, because he has disappeared. And wondrous gaze, gaze means to stare, and soul is here, it means the emotional energy of art or artistic performance. Rapture means intense pleasure, and enchanted means delightful. Enfolds means surrounds, and lure means attract. Untrod means unexplored. So here children, Tansen, what reply does he give to his Akbar? That I sing to you, and my Guru, he sings to God. Okay, so children, what do you learn from this poem? Music is to the soul what natural food is to health, how our body it requires food. Similarly, music is to the soul. And this poem, which is written by Hazrat Inayat Khan, it also talks about the student and teacher relationship through a medium of learning music. It is said that the best teacher, he or she, they teach from heart. Okay, so here it's basically a relationship, which is a relationship through a medium of learning music. So music is to the soul, how food is to our health. And this poem Tansen, which is written by Hazrat Inayat Khan. And what does it talk about? Talk about the student and teacher relationship, the bond between a disciple and a guru through a medium of learning music. Okay, so I hope you have understood the poem. Children, in next class we'll be dealing with the poetic devices. Okay, so thank you my dear students. Take care of yourself. Sai Ram.